All right, we're live. Welcome to the Zeall Show, episode 40, where all shows are unedited, unfiltered, uncensored, and unscripted. Only line that is scripted is the line that I'm saying. So thanks. Well, it's a new week again. Let me just put this on the pin post so that others can see. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. So just some updates for my show. I have decided to really up the game for this show, uh, setting up the right infrastructure with my good AI friends to start giving better content and classifying the different content. So, for example, things will change, but for now, we have the Tuesday as just for news reactions for now, because I'm now seeing a lot of guests that want to join my show to talk about different things. I have guests that lined up from OGs of Bitcoin, Luis Buenaventura, who I worked with, uh, and we were sort of competitors yet partners, as you would say. We call that frenemies, but definitely not enemies. In the old Bitcoin days when I was running my startup, he was also running a remittance sort of startup like mine, but I ran it from Singapore. He ran it from Philippines, and we both also went to a accelerator in the valley. And he went to Boost, and I went to. Boost is the accelerator ran by Adam Draper, not Andrew Draper, and Adam Draper, the son of Tim Draper, who's a billionaire that many in the valley would know, and a lot went on then back then, and he did a remittance startup, I did mine, and we both basically connected because there was a lot of remittance flows that goes from Singapore to Philippines. So we worked out pretty well together, and from then on we also became friends. And yeah, please do join on Thursday. Our Thursday in Asia, and in US will be Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Where we will really talk about all our different war stories. Right, he's been hodling Bitcoin since 2014, so we've been in this game for a very, very long time. So there's definitely a lot to talk about. I've also lined up with the CEO of DYDX. He will also be joining the show in a couple of weeks. And yeah, and many of them I am inviting. So my mission now is really to connect with my own network and understand what what they're doing, what they've been going through, and just curious how things have changed in the crypto space, or if they have been leaving the crypto space. So basically, people from policymakers to DeFi to large companies to interesting people I'll be inviting on my show. And yeah, some of you have already seen my invites, and I'm gonna be sending out. And also starting to set up the sponsorship infrastructure, so that I need to have some financial resources to continue the show as well. So some of you may have also seen I have a Linktree link. Interesting. I'm just looking at this different scene right here. Linktree actually has a. Oh no, this is my McAfee, my McAfee safe link. Okay, yeah. So I have a Linktree link. Inside, I have buy my coffee. I talked to Grok. Grok is now my co-founder now on a lot of things, and says that it's important to set up the buy me a coffee link. So anyone that wants to support me, please do go to my Linktree link and support by give me a donation to get things to get the ball rolling as well. So on most of the guest shows will be on Thursday for now, and if I do see that there is a lot of demand, I might replace that for the Wednesday or Tuesday show. Let's see whether let's see what happens by then. But right now, I'm lining up a lot of guests coming in on Thursday. So yeah, so let's make a start. Let's see, what do I have? What has my AI agent given me today? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, one very important point is I need to say my prayers for the ones that are affected in Myanmar and Thailand. I have friends in both places. I hope their families are safe. And yeah, I've been researching, just understanding why is there earthquake in the center of Bangkok. And because Myanmar and Thailand are usually around, Myanmar will have more earthquakes compared to Thailand. Northern Thailand will have earthquakes, right? Like the tsunami that we've seen many years ago from Indonesia, that also affected Thailand as well. But it was quite surprising that Bangkok has it. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos, right? Videos of how the building collapsed. Gives me the chills of 9/11 as well. So yeah, so I've seen. I hope my friends there are safe. Their extended families are safe. But yeah, we'll be covering that a little bit because the AI agent has given me a number of articles to discuss about. But it's interesting, even though the crypto articles they gave me, everything relates to one of the major news that we've seen last week, which is the Trump family is investing in American Bitcoin mining. All right, so we'll talk more about that as well. All right, so let me just click on the link. I'm also interested in seeing the Bitcoin prices, where they are at right now. Okay, just let me open up all the links. I think some of them are, oh, there's only 3 links today. Okay, so as people know from my news reaction, it's my morning now, so what I usually do in the mornings is I read the news anyway, so I might as well share the news to everyone, and you know, voicing it out really helps a lot. There's a lot of videos on X that say that having a thought in the mind is different to voicing things out when you're vibing with the universe, right? So I might as well just say out my reactions, what's happening today. So I've been doing this since December, and yeah, it's got me clearer on a lot of things that I need to know about. And also, I don't plan to be the knowledge hub right up here. It's for me to understand. The knowledge hub is all on Grok, so when I want to find out things, I will just real time just talk to Grok, and we go through the news together. For now, let's also look at the Bitcoin prices. It is forming a very interesting trend right now. Let me just log in. Give me 1 second. Oh, and for the ones that are seeing it through X, if you have any sort of discussions or questions you want to ask, I do have the chat open here right now. All right. Okay, so let's see what prices. Just logged in. I can put it back here. Yeah, it's interesting. So it seems like it has formed a higher low. Right, from all charts, it's showing that it's forming a higher low from a daily chart here. The monthly chart, where is the monthly chart? Monthly chart, well, I mean, it will react a bit later, but it looks like it is forming a low, but too early to say. So, and how about the volatility? Volatility monthly, just too little data. Let's look at the daily. Move it forward. Interesting. So, sort of volatility peaked here. Okay, so volatility peaked means the whatever trend it was going up or down was building up the volatility. Now it's steady, reversing the other way. So it looks like it's still trying to break up the trend. If it breaks up, it's good news. But this is interesting. I hope this higher low really stays, but we never know. Okay, so let me just do one more thing first. It's okay. Let's go straight to the news. All right. So what's this about? Geopolitical Monitor, Geopolitical Weekly. What's happening here? Europe is so this is talking about the new details of the Ukraine deal. I think this deal is very important. By backing out, I'm not sure, but a lot of deals, when it's usually this big, there should be clauses that if you back out from a deal, only when you signed, of course, right? When you back out from a deal, there will be consequences or even a cost. But it's cross-border geopolitical deal, right? Even though it's not signed, when people have already prepared a deal already and you back out, there will be consequences, right? So, but Ukraine is now a pawn on a chess piece, on a chess board right now. Europe wants to do one thing, US wants to do another. And yeah, so let's get the summary of this. Let me put this into Grok. Let's see what it says. Because I don't want to just read it in front of everyone. What's this about? So what's saying here is Europe Peacekeepers. The article probably discusses Europe's position in the post-war Ukraine scenario, potentially exploring the idea of deploying European peacekeeping forces. It's very interesting. It's Europe right now, as you can see. We're not getting the messages very clearly from everyone, right? This article is saying that Europe is preparing for peacekeepers, but at the same time, you can see them trying to ramp up the military, right? And I'm sure a lot of you already know about the $800 billion rearmament in Europe and cut across a lot of different tools. Even though it's just not official, but it's said by von der Leyen that the personal savings accounts and investments is also part of the tools for the $800 billion rearmament. Right? So this is not good news. This basically means that your savings is potentially, or already in a way, even though it's not signed into law, an IOU, right? It's not even your own savings account now. There was a situation, I think it was in Poland, was it? Forgot where I read about, where one of the teachers decided not to support the transgender ideology, and the law enforcement officials decided to take away the amount of money, the savings in the accounts. And now from 40,000 euros, he only has zero. Literally everything is gone. Nothing is on paper saying, is this part of the $800 billion rearmament deal? But you can see Europe is evolving now. You have that case. You have Le Pen going to jail now, right? There's a lot of lawfare going on in Europe. It's not the democracy that we have always known Europe to be for. So things are really changing, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more news that either it's against the right, the right wing, or against its people, right? Because if you think about it, $800 billion for rearmament is actually a very big deal. The question is, how are they going to get the money for that? Germany already tried to print out, tried to have the deal to borrow $1 trillion, right? So let's go back. Let me just search on this. Germany, 1 trillion. Yeah, $1 trillion investment package, right? That they're trying to print that. It is a lot of money, right? I'm not sure of the details where the 1 trillion goes to. You know what? Let's ask. Let's ask Grok. Where is Germany planning to deploy how is Germany planning to deploy the 1 trillion euros package? Let's see, what does it say? Yeah, defense spending is the biggest one. Exemption for debt break. Wow. Okay, so basically, Germany, I know, has a certain percentage above GDP. They're not allowed to borrow more money, but this package basically allows them to be exempted from that and keep borrowing. Can you imagine how crazy that is? Basically, you can borrow immense amounts just to rearm your own military. But at the same time, you know, in the US, they're now checking on auditing the Pentagon to see how much spending, how much extra spending, waste, and fraud they have in the Pentagon. This sort of thing is definitely going to build up in Europe, in Germany as well. But I don't think there will be a Elon Musk like that or a Doge, unless the people ask for it and really push for it, to actually check if they're actually spending efficiently to rearm Germany, rearm Europe as well, the $800 billion package. So this is also interesting, right? Germany prints $1 trillion. Europe is rearming with $800 billion. Isn't that quite in excess in terms of what Germany is trying to do compared to the amount that they agreed on? So I find that very suspicious on why they need to print so much. Okay, second, they said is they're using it for special funds creation. A $500 billion special fund will be established to finance projects outside of normal budgetary spending. This fund, so does this go past? So the whole package goes past the 1%. So it actually has a lot of room to maneuver on what they spend on. So climate change will be around 10% of that. That's $100 billion. General infrastructure will be $400 billion, which is 40% of the 1 trillion. So that means they have $500 billion for defense spending and other means, I guess. Right, so 500 billion of the 800 billion, that seems quite a lot. Right, so Germany will be spending the bulk. I wonder how much France is putting in. Did France announce any sort of spending for military? I.e., do they have a budget as big as Germany? Logically, I don't think so. They are having a much more. Let's see what they have here. So it says here planned spending. French economy minister announced on March 8th, 2025, France plans to increase spending to more than 3%. This is a significant jump, right? So more than 3%. So what is France's current GDP? What is the total number for 3% of France's GDP? But again, it's planning. It's not really in action, but Germany has already, I think, has put in the $1 trillion investment package in action. I mean, definitely it's way ahead in terms of where France is supposedly going. So historically, what does it say? 3.3 trillion. So 3 trillion, okay, it's the whole one. 3% is, I'll let Grok calculate it. 1%. Yeah, it's very quick. 92 billion. So 92 billion, let's treat that as 100 billion. It's still 1/5 of what Germany wants to spend. So it's not really there. They're not really spending that much. And it's also only about planning. But I'm worried that if Germany is the one that is spending so much on military, what would the other countries think? Right? It only requires a spark or a narrative change in the country or in the whole European Union to make the fear come in of what Germany is trying to do. Again, I'm not trying to say that it's linked to old Nazi ways of doing things, but when everything is made in Germany, we've seen it. When everything is made in China, people get worried, US gets worried, and now that's why there's all this trade wars, right? But if Germany does all that, and all the weapons are made in Germany in every part of Europe, I don't know what would the Europeans think, right? This one I'm really not sure, but seeing the patterns, they might be worried. One day they definitely might be worried. All right, so they are saying about that. It's a paid article. Ukraine would only begin to receive profits from the funds after the debt is fully repaid. Oh, what? You know what? So since basically the AI wants me to talk about this deal, let me research more on the Ukraine deal. Okay, let's go to Grok. Oh, need to sign in. Okay, just 1 second. But it's it's very interesting. I don't know why Zelensky wants to pull out the deal. I mean, we do know why. He somehow still says he still wants to join NATO, right? And he is gambling that he'll get enough support. And yeah, he's basically a chess piece, but this chess piece is pretty loud. It's definitely pretty loud. All right. Can you give me more information on what's going on with the US-Ukraine minerals deal? I won't use the research. Let it just do the searches. Yes, March 31st has been a focal point. Okay, it's too much. I wanted to give me bullet points first, but let it finish typing. Can you write in imported points? Give me points to discuss it. I'm pretty sure that a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, because this deal, if it's broken, it's I know a lot is at stake, right? So Ukraine holds 5% of the minerals around required. The world requires lithium, titanium, graphite, uranium, rare earths. 5% is quite a lot, and this is also why the U.S. wants to be part of the deal, because you know, all the technologies, semiconductors, defense, they will all need all that. So what it says here is Ukraine contributes 50% of future state-owned resources revenues. So they're doing a 50-50 split with the U.S. and Ukraine deal. U.S. demands for $500 billion in Ukrainian resources. Early U.S. demand for U.S. $500 billion in Ukraine resources was rejected. Latest draft seeks all resource income, state and private, no security guarantees, and no security guarantees. Oh, wow, no wonder, okay? So what's the motivation behind that? Trump frames it as offsetting the $183 billion in aid. His claim was $350 billion, tying support to economic gains, deals linked to broader push for Ukraine. I see. Because Trump is thinking, we already gave you so much. Okay, so this deal, at the very minimum, is only for business before any more military aid is going to give to Ukraine. So Zelensky insists on alignment with national and EU goals, not even US. They're ready to sign, but the security guarantees is not there, and he doesn't like it. The deal is tied to a possible ceasefire. I think, how far are we from the 30 days? I think we're already 2 weeks in already. Right, so I don't know where we're at with that. So it seems like either something comes up or it's totally gone. The war has slashed Ukraine's capability to 1/3 of pre-war levels. That's not good. Okay, so they're facing landmine risks, so the risks on Ukraine is going up. The economic potential of this deal can fund Ukraine's construction and boost U.S. mineral security. Signing stalled after 28th, yes, after the meeting, right, on the 28th. So it has been a month already, right? So nothing has come up from there. So that's why, so this is the important part that I did not know, was that the deal did not even include any security gains, and the motive for that was to pay back, in a way pay back what US has given Ukraine already. Interesting, okay. So yeah, nothing comes up from the deal, but I don't know how true is it. There were posts saying that he rejected, but I haven't seen anything, as in Zelensky rejected the deal officially on the posts, but nothing officially from the government sources. So that one I'm not sure. All right, so what's next? This deal, yes. So what is this one about? What is the motive in investing in the American mines, American Bitcoin mining? Let's have a look. What is this about? And what is the motive of the Trump family to invest in the deal? Invest in American Bitcoin mining. Same thing, I should ask it for bullet points. Oh my gosh. Right, in bullet points, important, and the important points for me to think about. So what's this about? Hut 8 Corp A prominent Bitcoin mining company has teamed up with Eric Trump and American Data Centers Inc. Interesting. So a three-way deal to launch a new entity called American Bitcoin Corporation. Oh, okay. So they're launching a new company. Hut 8 contributes the majority of the ASIC mining hardware. Interesting. Are they a Chinese company? Approximately 61,000 machines to American Bitcoin, securing an 80% ownership stake. Interesting. The Trump family includes Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., along with other investors holding a remaining 20% stake. Oh, okay, so it's not a full controlling stake, per se. Like 80% is owned by the company. But why would does Hut 8 want this deal because of the Trump family, like, label? Interesting. American Bitcoin aims to become the world's largest and most efficient pure-play Bitcoin miner, while building a significant strategic Bitcoin reserve. Interesting. So Hut 8 can actually do it themselves, but with this, with this, does it mean that it can secure more cash? Seems like it's trying to secure more cash. Leadership leadership here, it says Eric Trump serves as co-founder and chief strategy officer, emphasizing operational excellence and a passion for decentralized finance. Yeah, Eric has been talking a lot, and there's a lot of sarcastic posts on saying if have we thanked Eric Trump for his hint on Ethereum. Back then when he said it, I think it was around $2,400 for an Ethereum, but now it's like 1,008. So it's quite sarcastic there. Scale impact, the company now holds over 10,000 Bitcoin valued at $865 million, making it the 5th largest corporation Bitcoin holder globally. So, okay, what are the motives? Bitcoin's value, financial opportunity. The Trump family may see this as a high investment return, leveraging on 8. Okay, so it seems like it's a Trump family that approached Hut 8. The Trump family has shown increasing interest in crypto. Yes, we know that. Beyond real estate diversification, correct? Yes. So I want to know, so how does Hut 8 secure its ASIC mining resources? Does it have Chinese connections? I want to see, because as you know, no matter what company you have in the US, all these ASIC mining, majority of these machines come from China, right? Right in bullet points. I want to know, like, how does it have any links with the Chinese companies? Collaborate. I can see it right here. Hut 8 collaborates with Bitmain, a leading ASIC manufacturer. So basically, Bitmain is the vendor, right? So the relationship with Bitmain needs to be very important. But Bitmain is the main company. Doesn't mean it is prioritizing Hut 8 when it supplies ASIC miners to Hut 8. So it says here, for example, in 2024 November, Hut 8 purchased 31,000 Bitmain Antminers. So I don't know how much that costs. 31,000. Okay, but I know it's per Bitcoin miner. It's let's see here. We can just put it on the internet. The cost of Antminers. Each one is around let's say $4,000, right? Here, you see the range here, $4,000. So he secured how much? For 31,000, right? All right, so around 31,000 times 4,000. That's how many zeros is this? Okay, so $124 million. Interesting. Okay, so a 20% stake. It will be interesting to see what was the investment that that Eric Trump and the family put in. Okay, so there's 61,000 miners, and they recently bought another. They recently bought another in around November. Maybe it was for the extra purchases of the Bitcoin miners. So that means there is a pipeline for them, and this may be the extra cash required to buy more miners. Interesting. Okay, so how big is Hut 8 in the US? Give me a rank. What are the other competitors and their ranking? So it will be interesting to see who the competitors are, because we will know, because ASIC mining is the main machines required to mine Bitcoin. So let Grok write. Amara definitely is the biggest, 265,000 miners. Clean Spark. Well, let it finish writing first. It's quite a lot here. Oh, rank number 4. Very smart, right? You don't get the top one and then build it from the fourth one. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, so the Trump family is going into Bitcoin mining, right? By investing in Hut 8, and it feels like the cash flow that Hut 8 will receive will be to help buy more Bitcoin miners. Interesting. Okay. So 2 major news today, like we were discussing about the geopolitics of Europe and the mining deal, the minerals deal. Minerals deal really helps US. Is it a big part of the US requirements? Like, is 5% a lot of what its total needs are? I'm not sure it is. So I know Putin said that they have way more. They should work with Russia, but there's nothing coming up from that. And we talked about the mining deal, so I also understand now. Hut 8 owns 80%. The Trump family owns 20%, and it feels like the 20% will be able to pay for the extra miners in the future as well. Or maybe it's also it was the accounts receivable for Bitmain. Maybe I haven't looked into the financial statements, but it may be that as well. Okay. But interesting. Okay. So I guess that's it for today. On Thursday, we will have Luis coming on. Luis Buenaventura. I'm very, very excited. I really just want to sit down with him and just talk everything. Just talk everything. There's nothing planned. There's nothing planned at all. I just want to listen to him, ask curious questions. And if you guys have any questions you want me to ask beforehand, please do let me know so that I can ask him as well. Okay. So as for tomorrow, I'm still dealing with the technical glitches on trying to screen share on the iPad on the PC, because only on the iPad and iPhone devices that I can talk to Grok. I don't want to keep typing in. If that's not done, I don't. Maybe I'll give it a pause. Yesterday was a public holiday, so I didn't really have time to spend on that. So if I can't fix it today, then I won't have it tomorrow. On Thursday, which is our Thursday, your Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Louise on. So yes, for Asia, have a great day. And for US, have a great evening. I'll see you in 2 days.